I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me. I'm sliding in the SRT, but it feel like a Rari. And she calling my phone, I'm blowing up, she say I'm sorry. I think I see better when I got my Glock beside me. I'm rolling up some pressure just to hide the pain inside me.
Alright, today we just in the shop. See, we got a hell of a lot more vehicles in, and put y'all up to date with some progress. So my uncle was out here sanding on Saturday. He got some good progress on sanding this thing down, and he's planning on painting the engine bay and then painting the whole car here soon, so that way he can go ahead and drop his motor in and get it situated. You can see some of the Bondo work that he had got knocked out over here on this side, him and his buddy. So yeah, it's coming along. I was over here, I just didn't get my camera whenever they were knocking it out, but not too sure if I filled y'all all the way in on this thing. But full race car, so full cage. Gonna be throwing the turbo kit in here. I mean, like I said, man, it's full cage, cut out all through the back, so this damn thing weighs nothing. As you see, the doors are cut the hell in back. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But this one here needs a couple things. This one here, we're gonna be putting a brand new turbo kit and everything on it, and I believe it needs a trans, so we're gonna be swapping that out as well. The owner of it came through and got a lot of this stuff done on Saturday while he was here. And then of course we got to take the motor out of this one, paint the engine bay, and then this one will be good to go. I'm getting the oil changed on Big Bermuda. That's the new name that I seen on the comment today, so I guess that's what I'll call her. I was gonna call her Big Blue, but I can't really call her that because she got green in her. So yeah, Big Bermuda, I guess that's the new name for this big bitch. But yeah, we'll go ahead and change the oil, get it situated because it's running low, having coolant issues. As I said before, it's about time for the fucking cam kit. Truck been great. I mean, for it to have 300K on the clock, I haven't had any issues out of it since I bought it. It's coming up on a year in April, so it's been good to me. So by the time the year anniversary comes around, we're gonna be throwing the cam in here. Just trying to get the engine bay cleaned up because it's pretty dirty and shit up in here. I don't really like all this shit, but we'll get it situated. I was gonna try to swap another motor in it, but I don't see the purpose. Like I said, if I throw a cam in it and put a turbo on it, it'll be fucking damn near as great as a 5.3 or a 6.0. And I don't plan on doing too much with this damn truck, to be honest, because I really want to get me a diesel next year. I really want to sell to Charlie and go get me a L5P Duramax or 2017 and up Power Stroke. So we're gonna end up knocking that out, hopefully. Since I'm a dealer for McGoy's and fucking Max Track, I might as well go ahead and try to get like a McGoy's for it, because the prices are great. So I might just fuck around and get it and then do bags on the back, and then just have this be like the show truck, and then my diesel be kind of my daily work truck. So I don't know, we'll see. All right, so we just got the oil change on the truck. Sounding a whole lot better now, but yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to end up doing a full flush out or some shit of this engine, because as you can see inside this damn container, there's a lot of sludge and just little bits and pieces of shit in here. So not too sure the condition of the inside of the motor, but I'm gonna try to get something to clean it out. I might have to replace the fucking pickup tube, because I'm pretty sure that shit's all clogged up. That's probably the reason why I'm having oil issues. I think only like 4 quarts came out of this motherfucker, and it calls for 6, so I'm not too sure, but we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'll get the cam kit if I have to. Not too sure how many times the dude before me changed the oil on it. I don't want to fucking even know. I change it every like 2,000, 3,000 miles just because of the sludge in it. And yeah, so I guess we'll figure it out. But oil change complete, no leaks, so should be good to go. Go ahead and pull this thing out. And then of course my oil pressure fucking perfect now, running at like 38, 39. So before it was running at like 20 on idle, hot idle. So yeah, we'll just keep an eye on everything and just make sure everything's Gucci. So we in the shop, and as you see, got a lot of shit going on. We got the paint booth basically set up, but got the heater core out of this motherfucker, and I'll tell you, if you got to do a heater core on the F-150, get ready to kill your damn self. But we're gonna get this finished up here soon. But yeah, got the DIY paint booth going on, so that's what we doing today. Just had a couple customers come by, so been trying to check that out and get everybody squared away. But as you see, my uncle and them are sanding the car down. Y'all boys better get right, buckle up. If y'all want to see some more content on this, y'all better let me know. So, in here getting everything prepped. All right, so we at the shop today. It is Monday, the week of Thanksgiving. Got my kids a little project to work on, so gonna be replacing wheel bearing. I'm gonna probably try to find some different wheels for this and paint it and kind of get it right for them to ride around in the yard. But as y'all were seeing in the last video, we're painting here. Got the little DIY paint booth up there, and here's the finished product. So my uncle and his buddy were in here late crunching, trying to get this thing done, and they got it finished, so it looks good as fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you, but a lot of little flake pearl in there, so it was good. So be time for him to be putting the motor in here soon, and then he'll be painting the rest of the car. So that's what they were kind of trying to get done. They're gonna sand down the rest of the car, get it all finished up, and finally get it into a different color, get it out just red. You can kind of see they were doing some body work over here on this panel from where there was like an inch of fucking Bondo on that side. But other than that, this car got tinted, so this one's ready to roll out. Got that one finished. The heater core, we're in the process of this. I showed y'all in the last video, but it was just so loud I couldn't really talk. But got the heater core out of this motherfucker, and the hard part now is just getting this some bitch in. So putting it back in, we're gonna have to end up putting the heater lines, or take the AC lines apart to lean the heater core back, or the heater box back, to put the new core in. And then after we get these out and that car out, and then the TL that's out there out, we should be having enough space to go ahead and finish these, because these are bigger projects. All right, it's a Saturday after Thanksgiving, and we're here at the shop and we're getting some shit done. Got the sign up finally, so everything looks good. But like I said, I'm in here now. Got a nice little spindle job to do. Got this Tahoe in here, and we're gonna be doing spindles, keys, shocks, and uppers on it. Pretty much everything that I got with the uppers as well. So literally same setup as my truck, except he's not gonna be doing anything to the rear, so we're all just knocking all this out in the front. As you see on the lift, it's kind of nose diving pretty good, but once we put all this stuff on here, we should be good to go, and he'll be sitting up pretty decently. But yeah, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get this all knocked out today. Right now it's like 9:30 right now, so the goal is to try to get this thing done before, you know, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, which shouldn't be an issue. Like I said, I got mine done in a couple hours, and it weren't too bad. But hopefully we don't have any issues or nothing dealing with no rust or crazy shit. But like I said, we can get it all done. I've seen it all. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so got the keys taken down at least. They're gonna be a bit trying to get them out because they're pretty rusted in there, but we'll get it situated. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking off everything to get to the spindle, and the uppers, get those out as well because those are gonna be coming out. So I'm gonna go ahead and open these boxes, get everything laid out, and then go ahead and break all this stuff up front apart, so that way I can go ahead and have it out the way. And then once I get all the new parts out, I can just swap them back on and then be pretty much done. All right, getting down to it, and got one side already pretty much taken off, and this is pretty much all I got to take out. I'm glad that he ended up swapping out the uppers because those were clapped out. Shocks were not even tightened up and connected. So it was good that I get a chance to come and look at a lot of these guys' trucks, because a lot of the times they don't be knowing too much about what's going on, and they wonder why it drives a little weird sometimes. And I can pretty much just look at it and show you. And you know, like I said, I'm glad that he's swapping everything out that I recommended for him to swap out. And yeah, he should be good to go after this. But yeah, just gonna get over to this side, go ahead and get started on it, knock it out, get all these parts off. I already got the spindle assembled with the hub on here already, so these are a little bit different than mine were not powder coated. I think these were the kind of ones that Reggie had. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this bump stop. So a lot of people ask if you need the bump stop. Personally, you don't fucking need the bump stop. A lot of people will be like, oh, well, if the wheel overextends, it's gonna break the ball joint. The wheel has to overextend all the way down here, and it'll pretty much be stopped by this lower ball joint. So both of them will have to break for the top and the bottom to snap, and the wheel has to go down damn near all the way down here into a fucking hole or off a cliff for it to break. So honestly, don't see nobody doing that unless they're Baja in their truck, and you know, a lot of these guys don't Baja their truck. So I just cut it from the side right here. I don't cut the whole thing off, but I just cut one slit down the side, one slit down that side, and then most of the time I'll just cut one slit right there on the bottom, or I'll take a sawzall and just go straight across, and it'll knock it out, at least out the way, so it's not bumping it. Because if you're repetitively bumping this damn bump stop, it's gonna crack this frame right here where the mount is, and I've seen it a million times. If you don't want to cut it, fucking try it and see. All right, so getting more progress done. I got the bump stops cut out, and it's all good to go. So you can kind of see what I was talking about, how I cut it on the side. Still left the structure of the bump stop there. It's just not going to be able to hit that little plate that's right there. So I just sprayed some paint over it just so it don't rust. Did it on both sides. It's a pretty easy cut. If you got a little cutoff wheel, you don't even need a sawzall for it. But let me blot this little light out so you can see. But yeah, both sides even, look clean. And now we're about to go ahead and start the building up process. All right, so got one side pretty much situated, and all I gotta do is tighten everything down. But I'm gonna wait until I at least put the keys in, so that way I can kind of get everything set in place, and then start putting some tension on it after that. But yeah, everything is looking good. Like I said, it's the exact same setup that I got on my truck right now. So the only thing that he didn't change out was the inner tie rods, outer tie rods, and the sway bar links. But like I said, it's not really too much of a big deal. The bigger parts that were pretty much worn out are changed and complete, but I'm going to recommend him get those inner and outer tie rods here soon because they're on the way out. But yeah, this is pretty much it as far as this side. Just a rough country, like I said, 3.5 to 6.5 shocks. Got these Amazon uppers, and then just some 3-inch spindles off of Amazon as well. So yeah, we're getting her done. So here soon we'll be putting this thing back on the ground and setting it up real nice, so that way I can get a couple videos. But try to kind of get more on my TikTok. I can create shorter videos and faster videos on a lot of the stuff that I do. So follow me on TikTok at Backyard Built Performance 910. But let's go ahead and get back to it so I can go ahead and get this stuff knocked out and on the ground, because I'm gonna still have to get it aligned, somewhat situated, so that way he can drive it, because he's coming from like an hour and some change away. So let's go ahead and get to it, so that way we can get it on the ground, get in alignment, and then get her out of here. All right, so we had the shop. Got the little gambling boys over there on DraftKings right now. So right now, got everything finished up and complete. So all I gotta do now is just measure the keys, make sure that they're even, and then go ahead and put this thing on the ground. But everything is complete, so we'll go ahead and try to see how tall this thing about to sit. It's gonna definitely look a lot better than whenever it first came in. So go ahead and get up on here, measure these keys, make sure they're even, put the wheels on, and then we'll be good to go. All right, so got it all finished up and complete. Got the alignment somewhat decent for him to at least drive it home. Everything looks good up under here, and keys are even, but it has some kind of a lean in the back. Obviously the tire on this side is flat a little bit, and I think the shocks are blown in the back, to be honest, because it was hanging a whole lot more on this side, and the tires are kind of wearing uneven in the back. But yeah, everything is complete. Everything went well. The keys came out pretty easy. Everything looked good up under here. All the angles is good. I ain't got them turned up OD all the way. I'm gonna tighten up those tie rod bolts and locking bolts, and then we'll be good. Just trying to get it out here so that way I can kind of see what was going on with it. But yeah, I think I found out the issue. But she's looking good, man. These are probably turned up about halfway, so damn near how mine was, or mine is. It's got a decent little lean to it. Nothing that's gonna get them pulled over at least. But yeah, she's good to go, bud.